Yeah.
57 looks like a really fun weight, and let's get to it. 157 tiers. Levi Haynes, Jared Frantic, Peyton Robb. Seen a lot of.
He's back.
I haven't seen video yet, but I've seen a lot of pictures. He's in there training and going hard at it, which is, from the flesh-eating disease to now consistent training is quite significant progress. Ja'Cory Teamer, Ed Scott, Bryce Andonian, Will Luwan. I'm pausing there because that feels like there's a gap. And then you have Daniel Cardenas, Chase Saldate, Chumbley, Zerbin, Kreiser, Swenson, Gallagher to round out the top 14. Who are the title contenders, Ben? Who is your tier 1? No Mitchell allowed.
Tier 1. Bull crap. I got, Levi Haynes, Jared Frantic, Peyton Robb, Mitchell Messerbrink, Cody Chittum, Meyer Shapiro.
No Teamer.
Fuck it.
Teamer out. Scott out. No
Oh,
Andonian.
man, I don't know. I haven't seen Teamer in a long time. He's really good, but I don't know.
I'm kind of, honestly, I get what your exasperation, JD, but I'm kind of with Ben.
Just like you forgot how good this guy was because he.
I
got
definitely
injured
forgot.
in
I haven't seen him in forever.
there.
All right, let's look at it. Because his last time at the NCAA tournament,
Him and Peyton Robb had that.
he had the
great
handshake.
match. Yes.
He lost to Will Luwan and Peyton
He
Robb.
lost 3 in a row.
We call that triple
tournament.
dip here in
Yeah,
the States.
backside. He was sad hours. Can't count it.
Semi-slide. They get sad. Yeah, I just watched another match where someone who was good got the butt kicked in the Conti semis, and sometimes you can't count that one.
Yeah,
You're sad.
sad matches don't count, and that's honestly the big issue with your entire career is you avoided the backside like a
You're kind of a coward.
Yeah,
When you think
Never
about
sad.
it.
I think you
If
knew
you were
what.
really tough.
If you were really
would've gone to the
tough,
backside.
yeah. Try to lose in the
Yeah,
semis.
That's where they get
Yeah,
tough right there.
Like a real man.
Hey, why is it Andonian? I'm just gonna put Andonian in tier 1 also because he's my favorite.
Bro, he had also another compelling thing is he almost pinned Levi Haynes last year.
Yes.
At
Oh
this
no,
tournament.
that was a pin actually. The
Yeah.
ref just didn't want to call it.
It
That
was
was so flat. That was so ridiculous.
It was. I've went back and watched it many times. It was one in the room. I'm looking at him like it looks like he's probably pinned, and then you watch the replay, and I kind of understand like the way Bryce was positioned. You could not see like Levi's other shoulder in a way. So
But that don't mean it wasn't down.
It don't. You're right. It don't.
Sometimes you just
That was-
know.
Yeah, if you're a pinner, you know when their shoulders are flat. That man's shoulders were down.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not.
That was how crazy was that match though?
That was crazy, and it was like as soon as he got off his back, I was like, I think it's gonna get kind of bad for Bryce.
Oh yeah.
That was your time.
And he just emptied the tank on the pin too, and
Oh yeah.
then it was sad time, and he got pinned in a half Nelson.
Yeah.
But Bryce he's dangerous, man. He is the wildest ride. Being in his corner, just watching Coach Roby like be the swing, like who is he wrestling? Saldate. There's not a risk he won't entertain. No matter he's not tactical.
No matter
It's
what.
just like I'm just trying to do stuff the whole time.
At least with him, he doesn't really lose those exchanges to inferior opponents.
Yeah.
Like there are a lot of guys where it's a wild ride and you don't know who they're gonna beat or who they're gonna lose to. With Bryce, he pretty much beats everybody he's supposed to.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is a good point.
Last year he lost to O'Connor twice, Levi, and Ed Scott. That was a bad one. Not that losing to Ed Scott is bad,
he was
but
on the backside though. It doesn't count.
Bro, but they were in a team race with NC. They were within 1 point with NC State for to beat them, and they're rivals. And with 5 seconds left in the match, he got pinned against a guy who I
that's not
don't
good.
know if he'd
good.
beat him 15-9 and 24-10 previously, and you got pinned by him at NC2As. So yeah, he's
That's so
gonna be a
funny.
wild
So I was at the disc golf thing in August with the comedian Bert, and he's like, I want to sponsor one of these disc golfers, but they can't try to win. He said they just got to try to throw the craziest shot they can every single time, and that's it. Not trying to win. And I was thinking like, that's like what Bryce Andonian did, and no one's even paying him to do it.
Yeah, he just really does it for the people. Also, another thing with Bryce, it was like, is he going to wrestle this year? He did not wrestle his first match until January 15th. He nearly lost to Walker Hurd at the Purple Raider Open. And then
Wait, why didn't he wrestle? I can't remember what the deal was.
He was injured.
Injured, got it. Okay.
Yeah. So, he also didn't have the full training and all that stuff. So who knows how much better he could be with full health and all that. So I think he's tier 1. I'll say Levi, Jarrett. I mean, Rob was the number 1 guy basically all year, and then got a flesh-eating disease, which prohibits like that. He was dealing with it at the tournament.
Yeah.
So,
he should. If he was really smart, he would have put it on his opponents. Then it would have helped him.
He would have
not enough
infiltrate.
Not enough time. Not
earlier.
enough time. Thank goodness no one else got it.
John had it.
Milner.
I don't think it was the.
I don't think they wrestled each other.
Yeah.
No, don't think so.
War is being waged against wrestlers' flesh. It's not good.
Man, so tier 1 could be pretty big in 157. You know what? I love Ed Scott too. Let's just put him in there. Let's have a big old party in tier 1.
I don't think I can pull trigger on Ed Scott tier 1 yet, but I am going teamer. I'm going Haynes, Fraenick, Rob, teamer.
Chittum, Shapiro,
and then
Messenberg.
Chittum.
Do it. Don't stop.
You think Chittum's tier 1?
He might be. He's freaking good.
Really? I'm not.
Look at some of his freestyle results. Did he take like second or third at Bill Farrell last year?
He's good at freestyle for sure.
Yeah, I mean, okay. So in all fairness, I haven't seen him wrestle a lot of big folk style matches, so that does make me a little nervous. But as far as freestyle is concerned, he's really, really good. He's beaten guys who are on the level of like tier 1 guys.
I agree with that. I think in his career he will enter tier 1 right away. I'm not sure, but maybe so.
He lost to Ian Parker at Bill Farrell 3-2 in the finals.
Yeah.
Tier 1 Ian Parker. Move him to tier 1. I think he's a tier 2 guy right now. Talking about Chittum, but could be proven wrong. I feel like he can wrestle with a Luan. I mean, a Bryce Andoni and Cody Chittum match. You tell me that's happening. It's like that could get interesting because Bryce could for sure pin him, but Chittum could for sure run him down. Big thing for Cody, if he can just stay healthy for a full and have full training and all that, he is going to be an absolute factor here. I feel like
I totally forgot. Did you guys remember he wrestled in the scuffle as a high school kid? And I think he's so deep. I think he maybe made the quarters and then lost to Fine Silver.
Yeah,
is that what it was?
He lost 8-3 to Fine Silver, but he had beaten Joey Bianchi, Daniel Kimball, and Caleb Ratchie. This was in 2022.
Yeah. So and he wrestled 0 matches last year. He wrestled at Bill Farrell. Why didn't he wrestle at the junior trials? I can't remember. Is he too old?
He was hurt.
What's wrong with him?
Well, he gets injured. I touched on this. It happens.
Yeah, but I specifically, what's wrong with him?
I do not know specifics.
I don't know. Shoulder.
Did he wrestle at the Open?
No, he was going to.
He did not, right?
He didn't.
Yeah, he did not.
Okay. Well,
so
hopefully he's healthy.
I have an issue with this entire first group because I don't, in my heart of hearts, believe the first 7 can win an NCAA title. I don't believe it. I don't think Luan has the offense to navigate a tournament.
Luan, I didn't put Luan in there, in all fairness.
Teamer is like 0 for Will Luan, which is concerning. Ed Scott can be up and down. Bryce Andonian's very up and down. To me, you could really talk me into Haynes, Rob, Fraenick, Meyer as a tier 1. And then
what about Messenberg?
Oh, are they going to double enter at Penn State?
I heard that they're petitioning.
They're petitioning that.
NAI style.
Yeah.
NAI
So
style. Let's go.
I
Who
would
knows?
put
Maybe
Mitchell.
Haynes moves up. I don't know what's going on over there. He's got a plan.
What? The crazy thing is, I feel like they don't even know. Like I'm
I
sure.
don't think they actually know. Actually, I literally asked John about this. So that's John's vision. I asked him like last week because I said I was talking going to the Bill Farrell because I'm going to the Bill Farrell to coach a few people. I said, "Is Mitchell going to the Bill Farrell?" Because I'm going, and he's like, "I don't know. They haven't even talked about it yet."
Man,
Yeah,
they're very in the moment. They obviously have a plan and thought, but like, it seems like they don't talk. Like, weight doesn't come up much, and who's going if you're not going, because it doesn't really change how they're training or what they're doing or what they're trying to do. So, yeah, we may not know for a little bit, but it seems like Levi is sort of, based on your interview with him, it sounded to me like he's going and staying at 57 to me. So if that happens, no Mitchell,
yeah.
I presume. So yeah, I feel like it's those guys. I mean, part of me really wants to pick Meyer to win this whole weight. I kind of think he will.
Wow. So Meyer over Haynes.
Someone's got to win.
Someone does have to win. Hey, a really good guy. I went back and looked at the junior trials bracket or the junior open bracket. Really good guy here. But I don't think he's going this weight because he has a teammate here, Antrell Taylor. Where's he going?
Oh yeah,
Because he's tough. He's really
he
tough.
is tough. He can't go. Yeah, he can't go down.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
imagine he'd be going down. That would be so I guess going up for a year, maybe.
Maybe he goes 65 for a year. They have Bubba Wilson there, but
Probably. Yeah.
maybe a little more upside. Let's look at his season. He lost.
Oh, it's not so good. He needs to learn. He needs to do some bridging drills because he got pinned 4 times. No, 3 times.
Yeah, he got pinned by Peyton Keller. He got pinned by Anthony Artelona, 6-0'd by
Saldate.
Alejandro Herrera, and pinned by Chase Saldate. So yeah, maybe a little bit to go there for Antrell.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully Rob's back and fully healthy. We're kind of just assuming that he's going to be able to return back to the level he was at. In which case, he can for sure win a national title. So that's my tier 1. Levi, Meyer, Franek, Rob, Gap. Teamer, Scott, Andonian, Luan.
I'm gonna have Ollie come down here, put a beat down on you.
He can do that all he wants. He can whine. You know what? Ollie's been
Corey
running.
Teamer beats Jared Franick. That's. I would probably pick that. He beat him at NCAAs 2 years ago, didn't he?
I can see that. I can see that happening.
Yeah, and I could find some people that beat Ja'Cory also. And I also think Franik's reached a level of consistency last year maybe we hadn't seen before. Let's
Man,
look
you
at,
know who I was just looking at the junior open. I want to distract you here, Christian. But you guys, man, he was tough last year. Daniel Cardenas, and he kind of had a crap draw at NCAAs because
Yeah.
he only went 2-2, but he lost to Rob and Scott in overtime. Well, Scott was overtime. Rob, he lost 6-4.
Yeah, so maybe he is a tier 2 type of dude. Let's look at the best win for Daniel Cardenas.
The best win, I would say, would be Caden G-Filler,
Okay.
which maybe is not that great.
That is not compelling me to move him up. He lost to Jarrett JQs also. Yeah.
Mhm.
Potential for sure, but we haven't seen
Another
it.
guy, true freshman, so
He was a true
place for a
freshman. Yeah.
jump.
No doubt. Didn't he have like the 5 seed too?
Yes.
So I don't
6,
wanna-
I think. 6.
I don't want to hear about his, unfortunate draw. When he
Well,
got that.
the problem was it wasn't his fault. It was Ed Scott lost early, so Ed Scott was on the backside early and took him out.
Yeah. What was Ed Scott seeded?
I don't know.
Probably
I don't know the
not.
record.
Probably not as high as 6 because he had a really tough schedule.
Yeah.
Don't get me going.
Don't get me going.
Dang schedules. So yeah, I think Cardenas can be a tier 2 guy. We haven't seen it yet though. He hasn't beaten anyone on that level at this point.
Dude, hey, this bracket 70 kg at the open was good.
So good.
Jeff Jackson Arrington took out Bo Mantanona in Conci round of 16 and then took out Jordan Williams the next match, but then lost a crazy one to Ryder Downey. Wow. We got Pinheiro, we got John Wiley, Nico Ruiz. This bracket is stacked.
Who's Ryder Downey? How do I know
He's a
that?
Northern Iowa kid. And Ryder Downey took out Caleb Larkin and he took out Jackson Arrington before losing to Daniel Cardenas.
How do I not know who that is? Where's he go to college?
Northern Iowa.
Dang.
Yeah, I believe he's from
area.
the Northern Iowa
Hey, you
area
have UNI
goes
wrestlers.
Northern Iowa
What's
also.
happening in their buildings? What's,
That's a crazy story.
So I'll give you the. So UNI is no longer practicing in West Gym. Their facility was in West Gym.
That's
West Gym
correct.
was this iconic, crazy old gym where they competed.
98 years old.
It's 98 years old, and here's what I've known. Like I remember, I feel like it was 4 years ago. Mike was there and was telling us how West Gym and it was public. It wasn't just like Mike knew, but
Yes.
West Gym's going to be condemned. It's not.
Yes.
They have to either completely overhaul it and fix it, or it's going to be condemned. So I don't
Right.
understand how 4 years later they're without a place to train when for 4 years they knew this was not going to be the option, right?
My understanding was that they thought there was an easy fix they could do somehow, and then that didn't work. And then when that didn't work, they said, "Nah, we're done. You're out."
Yeah, so I don't understand why they don't have a place to practice on campus.
Well,
why was
just it's off campus, and yeah.
Yeah, why was there no contingency plan? Where's the? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I
can dig deeper if you want, but I have not dug that deep on this one.
Yeah.
But it does suck for the Northern Iowa guys.
Yeah, not ideal. Not ideal.
I don't know if they have a solution in the works.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's one thing if, okay, hey, this is going to suck for a season or a few months or whatever, but is there a place being built for them to have wrestling practice that is on the UNI campus? Because I don't understand sponsoring a sport if you're not going to have a place for them to do the sport.
Yeah, it's weird.
I know they're working with construction companies, specifically RDG, Planning and Design, to maybe build a new one. But
No free ads here for your construction
Shout out
companies back home.
RDG.
He's
Where
shouting
did
out,
that come from?
yeah, my boys at Halliburton going to put something together. Come on, JD.
But I don't know if that. I don't think there's anything concrete yet that I have heard of anyway. It's just
Anything Concrete, another great company out in Cedar Falls. Love the guys at Anything Concrete. All right. Well,
All right.
JD's going to work on the bids for the new UNI facility. In the meantime, who wins this weight class, Ben? You can't say Mitchell.
I already did my seeds. I'll do final seeds, final answer. I'm gonna go Levi Haynes, Meyer Shapiro, Mitchell Massenbrick, tier 1.
No.
I can do what I want here, Christian. You're not my boss here. I
You're
can do what I
vetoed.
want. I can pick whatever seeds I want. Tier 2, Franek, Rob, Teamer, Scott, Andonian, Luan, and then tier 3 on down. Oh, tier 2 Chittum also.
Yep, I'm with that. Wait, tier 2 Chittum or tier 3? You said
I
three.
put Chittum in 2.
Okay.
I'm going
I think a good
tier
chance he'll All-American.
As I survey,
I'm also going Cardenas tier 2. Sue me.
I'm gonna sue you. I'll see you
I
in
don't hate
court.
it.
I don't hate it, but my brain is like, man, you had all year to notch a win over a top 15 guy and didn't do it. Like,
Yes.
it's one thing. A JQ's loss is excusable if you have other wins behind it, but if you don't, then it seems like you're not quite winning those big ones yet. Although,
Listen here. He's that guy, pal.
okay, I'm not saying he's not. I'm saying the evidence is not there yet, but true freshman bump could happen.
I'm also giving him a little bit of credit for not dropping a terrible match as a true freshman. He did wrestle a full season, went to Scuffle, wrestled at several other opens. So it wasn't like he didn't wasn't out there competing a whole lot. So I think that's notable as a true freshman to only have one loss during the regular season. Not a super tough schedule, albeit, I admit, but to go through that season with only one loss is notable.
Sounds like you're casting some serious aspersions about the Menlo Open. I don't even want to know what you're implying there. Okay, one guy I think, hey, this dude could make a jump is Patty Gallagher. I feel like, you know what?
Yes.
We'll fight. Fine. You know what? Let's see. See that he doesn't end up. He was coming along at the end of last year. And eyeball test, I like what I've seen. Now, would he beat a Daniel Cardenas? These are great questions. I don't know. I feel like if that match happened in a month, I'd be like, Patty might do it.
This is a match.
This is a real match.
I could see him beating Cardenas. Yeah, I wouldn't argue with that sentiment. But in all fairness, he was 12-11 last year. And it's not like he was like a guy who wasn't good in high school. And, he was like a number one guy in high school. And so to, come in, have a solid redshirt year and then 12-11, maybe not so great.
It wasn't pretty. And you'll never hear me say it was. And I'm just saying, if there's someone that could take a step forward, I think it could be him.
Okay.
But maybe not.
Yeah, he only has a couple like bad losses, but then on the win side, man, who's his best win? Andrew Clark,
Trevor Chumbley, maybe.
Chumbley.
Well, he lost to he did beat him in tiebreaker. He lost to him also early in the season.
Yeah. So we shall see. He did win 2 matches at the NCAA championships. Cale Swenson's also a guy for sure for South Dakota State that should be considered. He kind of
3
came
wins
on.
in NCAAs. Lost to Chumbley and Luan.
Mm-hmm. He's a tough guy.